the story. I can never make the right macaroni and cheese. For the life of me, I have tried so many recipes, so many different types of cheeses, that I can't make the right macaroni and cheese. Unlike the box macaroni and cheese, they taste disgusting. I try to make it at home and it just does not taste right. I can't make the perfect macaroni and cheese. So you know what I've decided? I've had enough macaroni and cheese. I'm not going to be making them anymore. Now, let's go to a different story, which is going to relate to my macaroni and cheese. I love omelets. I absolutely love it. With eggs, onions, any sort of vegetables, just throw it all in. It's so easy, so fast to make, and I love it. I love omelets, but I absolutely love cheesy omelets. So I decided one day, I have leftover macaronis, and I want omelets, so let's try to make a macaroni cheese omelet. Let's see how that works out. And it came out pretty delicious. You use spaghetti, whatever macaroni, pasta that you like, you could use and it'll taste pretty good. I love spaghetti, so I'm going to be using that for this recipe. Let's call this a mac and cheese omelet. So let's try it. And it's absolutely delicious, very fast to make, and you'll be out of the kitchen in absolutely no time. So here's what I have. I have 2 eggs, some cheese. I just sprinkle a little bit of cheese. I have some frozen peas because I'm absolutely obsessed with frozen peas. I don't know why. I cut up some onions into cubes. You could use a small onion will do. And then I have some leftover spaghetti, so I'm going to use that. So the first thing we're going to do is just take our eggs, beat it up. I like to use mine without salt and pepper, but I was told that it actually does taste better with a little bit of salt and pepper. So you could just taste it with a seasoning however much or little that you like. I'm one of those people that I just use it by hand. So since I've been doing this for a pretty long while, so I don't really use a lot of measuring spoons and cups, especially for something that I already been doing for a while now. So I have my little oil. I'm going to turn on the stove. So I'm going to turn on my stove for low, and then I'm just going to sprinkle my pan with a little bit of oil. We're going to let our oil just warm up a little bit because you can't really do anything because your onions won't fry unless your oil is warmed up. So here's my onions. I'm just going to take a little handful of it because that's how much I use, or just sprinkle it around. I like my onions, so I'm just going to throw the whole thing in. This one was a pretty small onion, so I cut up the whole thing. If you're using a big onion, you might as well, if you're using a huge onion, big onion, just use the half of it, and then cut it into half, and then take half of that onion. You just want your onions to be slightly golden. Now I have some of my green peas, so I'm just gonna take the whole thing because, like I said, I'm obsessed with my green peas. And I'm gonna let the onions fry and my green peas to defrost just a little bit. Now while the green peas and the onions are being fried, I'm gonna just take a little bit of my mozzarella cheese, and so while that is being fried, I'm just going to throw in a little bit of my macaroni. You don't want too much, and you don't want too little. And for me, that's actually perfect. Now I'm going to take my cheese. I use mozzarella cheese. You can use whatever cheese that you like, but mozzarella is a really good one, and it makes it very cheesy, very gooey. I'm just going to sprinkle it on top of my eggs, and I'm going to just mix it up and then pour it onto If you're using a big pan, I would suggest to make this for 4 people. So then I would use 4 eggs. And then if you're really feeling it like it, just sprinkle it a little bit on top. So if you're using a big pan, I'd use 4 eggs and then just cut it into half. Or just use a smaller pan and use 2 eggs. For me, this is actually just good. I want all my macaroni, my pasta, my onions, and my peas all in a little circle inside the eggs. Now going to let this fry and become an omelet. So I'm just gonna cover it up with this. Let it. I'm gonna wait on about like maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to flip it over and let it the top of it to be done as well. As you can see, it's already pretty much done. I'm gonna just flip it. The flipping over is one of the hardest things I absolutely hate about omelets, is that you can't flip it really well. I'm one of those people that I can't flip it for the life of me. So I'm gonna try to flip it. I'm probably going to mess it up, so let's just well, I flipped it. doesn't look too pretty, but I flipped it. And so it should look something like this. I'm gonna let this fry a little bit more. I'm gonna wait maybe 1 minute for it to be done. Then we're gonna turn up the stove. I'm gonna flip it over. And so this is our finished product. Doesn't look too great, but it tastes delicious. I guarantee that. That's how that's done. I know it didn't really look as pretty as you probably thought it was going to be. Or, I mean, it usually comes out really nice, but I had a much bigger pan and it was a little bit harder. It's usually harder for me to flip over the omelets. So I hope you tried. So comment below, tell me what you thought of the video. If you tried the recipe, tell me what you thought of it. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it eh? So comment below, tell me what you thought. Subscribe, like, share. Tell me if I should be making more videos like this. So until next time, see ya.